and welcome to my storytelling in space. A story is waiting. Join us, come in. And now if you're ready, the tale will begin. Once upon a time there was a farmer who had all the regular kinds of animals that you would expect to have on a farm. He had pigs and chickens and cows and horses, and he had one very special rooster. Well, one day all the animals were out getting their breakfasts, and the cows were munching on hay, and the horses were munching on hay, and the sheep were grazing on the grass, pigs were snuffling about in the ditch, chickens were pecking around, and the rooster was also pecking, and he pecked something hard. And when he pecked around it, he found out he had pecked a silver dollar. Well, he was thinking what he could do with it, and he decided that he would take it to the farmer. But just as he was about to fly over, up drove a great big sleek black shiny car. The door opened and out stepped Mr. Stingy Man. The Stingy Man looked at the rooster and he said, "You give me your silver dollar." Well, the rooster shook his head, but that Stingy Man grabbed that silver dollar, got back into his sleek black shiny car and drove straight home. Now when he got home, he walked down his long hall and he opened a great big heavy door at the end, and he took the rooster's silver dollar and he tossed it in with all the rest of his money. Then he shut that door and he went back over to the windowsill and he sat down. Now, do you think that bothered that rooster? Remember, I told you he was a very special rooster. That rooster flew all the way over to the Stingy Man's house. He sat on the windowsill and he began to sing. "Hey, Mr. Stingy Man, listen to me holler. Cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo, give me back my dollar." Well, the Stingy Man was pretty surprised to see the rooster sitting outside his windowsill. He called his son Tightwad. He said, "You take that rooster and you throw him into the bottom of the well." So the son went over, he took that rooster, he went over to the well where the water was deep at the bottom, he lifted the top and he threw that rooster down to the bottom of the well. Now, do you think that bothered that rooster? Remember, I said he was a very special rooster. That rooster began to sing, "Belly, belly, belly, take in all the water, belly, 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 take in all the water," and blah, 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 blah. All the water went into the belly of the rooster. The rooster flew out of the well, went right back up on that windowsill, and he began to sing. "Hey, Mr. Stingy Man, listen to me holler. Cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo, give me back my dollar." Well, the Stingy Man was pretty surprised to see that rooster back there. He called his son. He said, "You take that rooster and you throw him into the fiery furnace." So the son went over, he grabbed that rooster. He went over to the hot fiery furnace. He opened up that door where the flames roared, and he threw that rooster in there and shut the door. Now, do you think that bothered that rooster? Remember, I told you he was a very special rooster. That rooster began to sing, "Belly, belly, belly, let out all the water, belly, 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 let out all the water." Psh! All the water came out of the belly and put the fire out. The rooster flew out of that furnace, went right back up on that windowsill, and he began to sing. "Hey, Mr. Stingy Man, listen to me holler. Cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo, give me back my dollar." Well, The Stingy Man looked and couldn't believe his eyes. There was that rooster again. He called his son. He said, "You take that rooster and you throw him into the beehive." Well, the son went over. He grabbed that rooster around the neck. He went over to the beehive and he very carefully lifted the top and he threw the rooster in with all those bees and put the top on. Now, do you think that bothered that rooster? He was a very special rooster. He began to sing, "Belly, belly, belly, take in all the bees. Belly, 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 take in all the bees." And bzzz, all the bees went into the belly of the rooster. The rooster flew out of that beehive, went right back on that windowsill, and he began to sing. "Hey, Mr. Stingy Man, listen to me holler, cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. Give me back my dollar." Well, the Stingy Man couldn't believe his eyes. Imagine, there was that rooster again. So he stood up and he said, "I'll do it myself." He opened up his window. He grabbed that rooster and he shook him. And he said, "I'm going to sit on you." So he took that rooster and he put him on the chair and he started to sit. Did that bother that rooster? He was a very special rooster. That rooster began to sing, "Belly, belly, belly, let out all the bees. Belly, 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 let out all the bees." And bzzz, those bees came out and they began to sting that Stingy Man everywhere. "Ow, oh, ow, oh, ow, 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 ow." He cried, "Okay, okay, I'll give you your silver dollar." So the Stingy Man and the rooster walked all the way down that long hall. The Stingy Man opened up that door and the rooster looked in at all that money and very quietly he began to sing, "Belly, belly, belly, take in all the money. Belly, 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 take in all the money." And all that money went ching, 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 right into the belly of the rooster. The rooster flew all the way back to the farm. He gave the farmer all that money and they lived happily ever after. And that story is called The Stingy Man. And the first time I heard it was on a tape that someone had brought back from a storytelling conference in the States. And I know that it's a story that is told in many places around the world. So I hope you enjoyed The Stingy Man, and I hope you'll come back and visit again for another story. Okay, bye-bye.